भी काम की कोई बुक्स मेरे टेबल पे नहीं है, समायरा का सबसे ओके या लाइव और नॉट दिखाई दे रहा है क्या? हाँ इट्स लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग। लैग तो नहीं है ज्योति? देखने में लैग लग रहा है क्या?
हल्का सा हो रहा है।
लेट मी सी, आई जस्ट चेंज द नेटवर्क। Okay, better. Yeah. So I think an interesting thing that is going to happen by end of June is Saturn is going retrograde, right? If you remember, if you
Today,
know.
I think. Today only.
Yeah.
Today, Saturn is going retro.
Yeah. So a lot of things happen because of a planet goes retrograde. June 30th, right? Saturn has been an interesting influence in my life. I didn't even realize, but from the time I've been married till the, I think next year, 2025, वो मेरी Saturn की महादशा चल रही है. So it is an interesting, like if I observe things, I feel that a lot is happening in my life. Happening हो गई उसकी वजह से. So all of us know that Saturn is a planet that helps us discipline ourselves. So it's like a teacher also, right? A strict master helps us become more disciplined, become more in tune, be righteous, no? And righteousness is a quality of Saturn, justice, all of that. So there's a lot that Saturn has to offer in this year. And now I think it's going retrograde till the end, like almost November end tak, it'll be retrograde. So I was just reading somewhere that probably this is the time. So Saturn is also, it helps you in your spiritual progress also. It helps you if you are good. It doesn't, it punishes you if you're. So it's kind of like a karmic redemption that is expected, now starting onwards. So whatever you've sown, during the year, maybe or before, you will be getting rewarded for all of that in the retrograde period. So Saturn is one of the heaviest and the most slow moving planet as well. So इसमें बहुत time लगता है. Because when you're going through a Saturn Mahadasha or Sade Sati or all of that, it takes time for all the things to materialize in your life. So it teaches you patience, it teaches you determination, it teaches you discipline, it teaches you righteousness. So there is a lot of influence that Saturn has if it is there in anybody's horoscope chart. And also this year is of Saturn, so it has interesting, you can say, repercussions already because 2024 is again, the year of Saturn. And 8 is also year of money. So 8 is also infinite, 8 is also abundance. So a lot of things you will see 2024 when you look back in another 6 months or so, you will be able to see that this month probably will stand out. Oh, sorry, this year will stand out as compared to other years that have gone by. So there is going to be a significant impact of 2024 for all of us who are trying to achieve something in our life. Saturn is also a big influence, in spiritual practices. So spiritually also, this year can be a year of, you can say, significance for all of us who are seeking, ascension, who are seeking evolution in our own way, right? So it's a time of opportunity. It's a time of, sowing the right kinds of seeds so that we can harvest better in the coming year, and utilize this time of Saturn to be able to, again, look for purpose and also fulfill that purpose in our lives. So all of that opportunity will be brought by Saturn. And now, in terms of spiritual, so what I have observed is, like my personal experience of Saturn Mahadasha probably has been uh, practicing restraint. So, a lot of wrong is going around you, and then too, you stay on the path, right? So there are a lot of temptations that came. I think Saturn Mahadasha काफी लंबी चौड़ी होती है. It's like 18 साल की होती है क्या ज्योति? 18 years. तो मेरी शादी को 17 years. So it's interesting. So 18 years की Saturn Mahadasha, and what I like I was saying, what I have observed is so much of restraint, so much of discipline, in the sense righteousness आगे, what is right, what is not right, वो समझदारी बहुत अच्छे से I've learned in these 18 years, 17 so-called years, that what is right for me, what is not right for me. And obviously 12 साल मुझे energy healing में भी हो गया. So it's like, it has given me a lot of things. But yeah, this time was something that made things difficult for me personally. So I'm talking all of these out of personal experiences. Now, in all of this, finding a purpose or finding your calling, or you can say even becoming spiritually aligned, is a blessing. So the early you start in your life, the early you will be able to see the changes that it brings into your life, right? So when I was, I think, 32, that is when I came across pranic healing. So 12 years almost. So it's been a long time now. नहीं, पर अभी भी लगता है कि I'm still not doing all that I need to do. So, but yeah. So, in your spiritual progress, or when you are on the path, it's like everybody, in a horoscope, there is a blueprint that is created. So that blueprint is like, if you live a default life, this is how it will go. So, all these Mahadashas, your horoscope, the planets, how they influence you, all of that basically creates a blueprint for your life, that, this is how it is going to go if you continue to live on an autopilot. Okay. But for many people, it's like, you get off the autopilot maybe in your 30s, in your 20s. 20s with rare hota, but yeah, now it's starting early, so people get off on it, on that autopilot mode in their late 20s or maybe early 30s, and so on and so forth. और वही सबका अपना अपना time आता है, and which is normal. It's like there is no comparison and there is no competition कि तुम you have been on the spiritual path earlier or I have been, on it later. But some सबकी life में we get an opportunity or be guided to find maybe a teacher, maybe find the teachings, and our life shifts. Now, when you are moving, so most of the time it is through crisis that you come on the spiritual path, okay? Or you experience something extraordinary than the normal course of life that you are living. You get to know about a higher, source, somebody, not in person, but yeah, some source is responsible for the presence of all that you are seeing, and the world seems to be seamless because of that force that is working. So you get to experience. So जो पहला spirituality का, like, you know, we all know about religion, but I think spirituality is something that probably helps you see your own life in a better light, right? So thanks to some of these live experiences, so, you know, there are gods that we know who are like superhuman beings, who were superhuman beings, and in religion we glorify them, and we really pray to them, or we uh, idolize them. All of that happens, but you know, when you are moving on the spiritual path, you start looking for, you know, physical people who made their life different by embracing spirituality. You know, so you get to maybe you get to know about those teachers who become superhuman in their lives, right? And then you get to know that you have immense potential. So when you are initially, when you are not aware of spirituality, and when you are only aware of religion, most of the time religion makes you fearful. So you are afraid of karma, you are afraid of doing wrong because God is watching over you. And then you have a fear kind of relationship in religion with your God. So whatever you do is, maybe, you know, if you are, it's happening because of fear most of the time, right? But when you get onto the path of spirituality, it is, you start understanding that whatever is happening to me, basically, you know, somewhere I'm responsible for it, right? And then you tend not to operate from the victim mindset. So the first level of spiritual awakening that happens is that you move from the victim mode to the manifestor mode, right? So that is the first step. Most of the time people get stuck thinking all of this is being done to them, और हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते. तो you know, भगवान ने लिखा है, हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते. भगवान ने लिखा, हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते. You know, so religion basically helps you to put that load on, you know, someone else. So you get to know that this is in my destiny, this will not happen, or you tend to accept things. But when you develop a spiritual relationship with God, when you understand, you know, move from religion to spirituality, you understand that if I develop the qualities that I've been worshipping all this while within myself, and I have the capability of, by the grace of God. Okay, so it's not that God and myself are different. I'm a part of God. So I'm having all of those possibilities within me. I just need to awaken them, and there is no right time for awakening them. So, you know, moving on to spirituality, or doing the or, you know, connecting with God, you don't need a certain age for that. So, you know, as early as possible, you come into that understanding. You are on the path of awakening, or you are on the path of ascension. So the first step is this. Yeah, Jyoti, are you saying something? Okay. So that is the first step. Okay. And then from victim, you are moving to manifestor. Now, manifestation is a very, very interesting stage where you feel all powerful. And you know that your words matter, you know that your energy matters, you know that your intention matters. And that is like stage 2. And now you want to, you know, work with law of attraction. You want to work with law of vibration. You understand law of karma. Okay. But then there comes a time where you see that although you've started assuming yourself to be manifestor, or, you know, making your destiny, you will get stuck in certain manifestations. You know, they will not happen for you, or they will get delayed, right? And then there comes a lot of frustration, and you start questioning whether, ye sahi bhi hai ya galat hai. Because I tend to manifest maybe a blue car on road, or maybe, that angel combination. But when it comes to the healing in my relationship, or healing in my finances, or that dream career that I want, it's taking a lot of time. Right? Now, one needs to understand that on the second step, when you become a manifester, you get to know that in order to assume, or in order to identify yourself with God, you require to purify yourself. You require to heal yourself. Because although you move from the victim to the manifester mode, or, your point of attraction needs to gradually shift. And that point of attraction is all about, so then you get to know about, okay, this master manifester has a lot of work to do now. So the inner child healing needs to happen, right? You need to work on your traumas. You need to work on your patterns. You know that there is something generational trauma. The karmic lessons come into picture, and then the you can say the spiritual aspirant is now like, there is, the moment you become the manifester, now you see there is so much work that needs to be done, right? And this is again daunting, very very daunting task, because जब तक victim थे तब तक हम भगवान कर रहा है या वो कर रहा है या ये कर रहा है, हमने कभी उसकी we've not taken the responsibility of those situations in our life, right? मैं क्या ही कर सकता था, it is all because of so and so and so and so and so. But the moment you start becoming the manifester, you know that as a manifester also I have my limitations, right? And now I need to work on those limitations in order to become a master manifester or a powerful manifester, right? And a major portion of self-development, self-growth, self-mastery happens in that manifester version of us, in the ascension pipeline or in the awakening. Now here you start doing all the inner work, and so you feel powerful, but that is level 1. So when you feel extremely powerful and you're like, मैं ये भी manifest कर सकता हूँ, मैं वो भी manifest कर सकता हूँ, there's a certain sense of arrogance that comes in you. But then when you have to move from that, manifestation to higher manifestation, you get stuck. And that is where you get to know that, okay, I need to work on myself, and there is so much scope of improvement. So you start working on yourself, and so you meet healers, you get self-help books, and you start working on yourself. And then slowly and gradually you realize, okay, I'm not the only one who is doing this manifestation work. I'm not, there are powerful forces that are also working with me. So I'm no more a manifester, I'm a co-creator. So the third step, so from victim, arrogance seeps in, you become a manifester, and then you get humbled, because now the law of karma gets you stuck, your patterns get you stuck and all of that. Then you become the co-creator. You say, no, okay, I'm not doing this all by myself. I'm playing along with God, or I'm playing along with source. Okay. Now this is again, it might seem a gradual progression, but it takes a lot of time for you to understand that all that you are doing, so victim और co-creator में बहुत ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं है. It's just that here you were, doing it from the negative emotional state. Now co-creation you are doing with a positive emotional and mental state. So you know your limitations. You know that you are not perfect, and there is a lot of work that needs to be done. But if I work with the forces of God, if I work with the golden rule of karma, if I work with the golden rule of, law of vibration, I can make my life better. Okay. So मैनिफेस्टर की जो हेल्पलेसनेस थी वो वहां जाके बेटर हो जाती है, बिकॉज नाउ यू, if you are not getting the things that you want, you leave it on time for, like time will help you materialize, and then you start using energy work, like, I'll do good karma to get my entitlement. So, when you are co-creating, then you're like you are in team God, or you are in team source. When you are in team God, team source, you know that when we are playing together, if I am not able to win, then probably, there is a lesson that I need to learn, and I learn it from God. So I'm playing with him. So if it's not happening, okay, entitlement. Okay, I'll do service. Okay, I'll do tithing. Okay, I'll work. I'll do more effort. But I'm not blaming anyone in this stage. Right? So it's a teamwork, and there is so much fun, because when you are doing that teamwork, you know that you are in very safe hands. So there is a different kind of, you can say, assurance that you have now when you are co-creating. Right? So this is an interesting stage to be. And then the fourth stage is like, you understand that we are one. So you are not co-creating, you become the one. And that is what happens when you do your sadhana, when you do, your higher spiritual practices. You understand that whatever even I'm asking, I don't need to ask. I don't need to, I don't need to manifest anything, because I'm so in tune with God. He knows. So, yeah, I'll unmute you.
Yeah, he knows what he has to give us, what is best for us. Is that?
Yeah, and there is so much trust. The trust from
Yes.
co-creator to becoming the one is immense. It's like, even if I'm not, so, there is, in everything you'd start seeing a possibility, a bigger possibility.
Actually, this is what is happening these days. Like when I'm praying for something, but after, like, while praying, I'm just leaving it. Okay, you handle this. You handle this. So अदरवाइज मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि पता नहीं हम क्या मांगेंगे, वो सही है कि नहीं है, अभी बहुत हो गया है इस जस्ट गोइंग इन दिस लूप, आई एम डन. तो
Right.
यस.
So that is a very powerful stage to be, that you focus on your practices, you focus on doing the good, you focus on creating your, like, doing your karma, like I will do my good, and I'll leave it to God. So you are so sure that मेरे हिस्से का कोई नहीं ले जाएगा. अगर मेरे हिस्से में खुशी लिखी है, इसके थ्रू लिखी है, उसके थ्रू लिखी है, it will come to me. And then there is this, that and your goal becomes to connect with God. Rest of the people will now connect with you on your own. So you're not trying to connect with anyone, you're not trying to achieve anything, you are trying to connect with God. Be in the presence, to maybe be meditative, to not get into those manipulations, those दो का दो, तीन का तीन, you no more into इसको ऐसे करेंगे तो ऐसा होगा, उसको वैसे करेंगे. So कई बार जो हम strategy लगाते हैं, I'm sure all of this is cool, people who strategize and do something in their life, and so much of strategy that you're seeing. लोग कितना दिमाग लगा रहे हैं हर तरफ, right? So kai baar you also get entangled, and you think that probably you are missing out by not using that kind of brain, by using that kind of strategy, but you don't know. So, at that level हर चीज बेकार लगने लगती है. सबको पता है यार. He knows, he knows,
फोमो
he knows.
फोमो तो होता है, लाइक आई एम फील feeling that also. पर उस रैट रेस में भागकर भी कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा है, बिकॉज आई एम रीचिंग नोवेयर इन दैट. सो आई हैव सरेंडर्ड. और वो उसके बाद क्या होता है, उसमें रेस में यू रन एंड यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू विन. सो उसमें और डिप्रेस हो रहे हो, तो मुझे लग रहा है मैं ये भागी क्यों रही हूँ, व्हाई आई एम डूइंग दिस. मे बी दैट इज नॉट गुड फॉर मी. वो लिखा ही नहीं है मेरे लिए.
यू राइट. पर ये भी इतनी फाइन लाइन है, इनएक्शन और एक्शन के बीच में भी बड़ा, देयर इज अ वेरी फाइन लाइन. Is it that I'm doing it because I don't want to take action? There's a question mark. Do you not want to work on it? Maybe that's not the answer for me. But then why? So there are a lot of things that come into our mind. There are a lot of things that, we question and we want to understand. But, all of this, when I'm seeing, wo stage aa jati when you're like, I'll do me, and probably, there are other take cares of other things. So, जिसको मिलाना होगा मिलाओ, the right people. If you want to give me that kind of thing, maybe, do it. If I'm doing good work and things have to come in, we'll let them come. So, but, that the amount of effort that I have to put, the study that I need to do, you can say the work that needs to be put out, you keep doing that. I think घूम फिर के वो सर्कल कंप्लीट हो जाता है. So again, अगर ये सर्कल है, you start from victim, you go to manifestor, right? Opposite end पे is the co-creator, and then you become the one. And the one और victim के बीच में भी बड़ा अजीब सा, you're dangling somewhere. So it's the extreme end, victim and the one. So वहां पे भी एक अजीब सा inaction होता है the one में, मेरे से उन्हें सब पता है, right? And then you feel अरे भैया कहीं I'm again not being the victim kind of thing, कि अब सब कर लिया, करने का मन ही नहीं कर रहा, जैसे that feeling is अब करने का मन नहीं कर रहा, right? So I think for all of us, these are like 4 stages, and I'm sure there would be many more in between stages. But ऐसी cycle से हम सब लोग गुजरते, we all go through a similar cycle, for our manifestations in our life. And I think this is how we learn. So there is no clear-cut answer for anything. And then, these ads come and keep coming onto our face saying, oh, well, ye manifest kiya, the art of ye, the art of wo. And then you realize that over a period of time, yeah, all of this is good. But then my father always used to say, कि कुछ लोगों पे कृपा भी होती है. So he always used, and I said, नहीं हार्ड वर्क होता है, सब हार्ड वर्क होता है. So he always used to say, नहीं बेटा ऐसा नहीं होता, कुछ कृपा भी होती है.
वो कृपा भी उनका हार्ड वर्क एक्चुअली पास्ट लाइफ का होता है, दस उनके संचित कर्मास होते हैं, वो ही कृपा है.
हाँ.
एंड दैट्स व्हाई दिस इज द क्वेश्चन व्हिच आई वाज थिंकिंग टुडे इज कि ये सब इतना लेट क्यों हो रहा है. मतलब लाइक वी कुड हैव, अगर हमको ये सब समझ पहले होती तो लाइफ इतनी टफ और इतनी सब चीजों से हम नहीं निकलते. बट we are late. Or then again a question comes that if God is doing all this, so there are so many questions. ये कौन कर रहा है, इस समय पे क्यों कर रहे हो आप, ये पहले कर देते तो थोड़ा सा हम बेटर लाइफ, we could have lived a better life.
But see, the idea of better is so different. So when I look back, I still feel that the life that I was living was good in its own way. When you are arrogant, negligent, when you don't know, there's a different kind of, like I said, love has suffering. So this is love of God. where you have to suffer in order to understand all the deeper things in life. And through suffering only, there is a lot of learning. You don't learn through happiness. You really don't learn through happiness. I don't think so. जब तक कुछ, I think human beings are made like that. Unless and until you have a challenge, you will not be able to do it.
वो बहुत सारे ना वो क्या बोलते हैं कि यूनिवर्स से इज गिविंग यू स्लैप्स एंड आफ्टर दैट यू आर लर्निंग, दिस इज व्हाट इज हैपनिंग एक्चुअली, कि आप सफरिंग में ही, in suffering you will learn, otherwise you take things for granted.
Yeah, and sometimes I feel that when you say ki shuru mein, maybe we could have just broken down. The kind of maturity that you have today, like I was telling this in one of the sessions, that there is a book. So this is the book that I read a few years back, 6 to 8 years back. It's Om Mani Padme Hum by Master Chua Koksui. Okay, so I read this book, yeah, 5, 6 years back. I would have read like end to end. But उस समय एक level पे चीजें समझ में आई थी. When I went to Bhutan and I heard these sessions there, and then I came back and read again, I could go deeper. It's the same book. I'm reading the same words, but I'm going deeper. Right? So all of this happens because there are certain external conditions that have to be met. Right? So experience doesn't come early. And probably now when I start next lifetime, I might start early. So for me, I started at 32. My father started at around 68. Pranic healing. And he used to say, Puja mein baith ke he'll just do scanning, take it back. Aadha ghanta he'll practice scanning. So, and he was so enthusiastic about this. But even at that age, he was not very confident of his healing. He used to try, but then he used to feel that I'm more confident when it comes to healing. Right? So कई बार हमें लगता है कि why not, मतलब हमने जल्दी क्यों नहीं स्टार्ट किया. But कितना कुछ लाइफ में करना होता है यार. If I see, I have so many tasks. So, you had to study well, you had to do well in your exam, all of that thing. And mama passed away, then you had to emotionally become, very prepared for that. And again, engineering था, engineering में अच्छा करना था, 1 साल छोड़ा, MBA में अच्छा करना था, 1 साल बाद नौकरी लग गई, नौकरी में अच्छा करना था, ऑन साइट जाना था, उसके बाद शादी हो गई, शादी में बैंड बज गया, उसको टाइम ही कहीं टाइम ही नहीं मिला, in those 30 years. There was no space for spirituality. अगर थप्पड़
एग्जैक्टली वो लाइफ में इतना कुछ होता ही नहीं है, वो थिंग्स गो इजी, दैट इज व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. ये सब इतना इश्यूज आता ही नहीं है. मतलब यू मीट द राइट पीपल, सेम फैमिली, स्पिरिचुअल फैमिली, वो सब कुछ होता जाता है ऑटोमेटिकली, है ना. लाइक फॉर समायरा, नाउ यू आर गाइडिंग हर फ्रॉम लाइक हर बर्थ एक्चुअली. अगर हम बोले तो उससे पहले ही यू वर अ हीलर.
Yeah.
And you know, you took her to the first retreat with her and all that. So it is her actually past life sanchit karmas which are helping her out.
You're right. Matlab, I really feel that, in her case, matlab, to be born during, like, to be conceived and be in the tummy during the Vesak meditation, and that has been the most, you can say, sacred meditation for me, because हम एक secret formation में बैठे थे. I still remember, and I was not told. वहां से एक बंदा अपने आप चला गया, and then the lady came and said, Sargam, you have to sit in the secret formation and don't tell anyone. I have my best friend with me. She took a place for me. Seats लेते ना, तो उसने अपनी जगह ली थी. And she said, come and sit. And I said, no, I have to sit there. And the way things happen, and I'm coming out and saying, pata nahi kya dekha, I saw a golden baby coming down. I saw a golden baby coming down. I'm talking this on 4th of May, and 9th of May I test and I'm like positive in like 5 days. So it's like, अब मैं कहूँ मेरे अच्छे कर्म नहीं थे, कि मैंने जल्दी नहीं स्टार्ट किया. But then maybe this is my hard work that will make my daughter, or you know to enjoy those, um, you can say, fruits of hard work that I did. Satve, in the 7th month I was in the ashram with a big tummy going here and there. Everybody was like 7, and that was my last flight, permitted flight. And the ashram is such a, Pune mein it's like up and down and all of that. Lot of things, lot of papad belos wala kaam tha us samay. So I was like, ठीक है ठीक है. But I saw another woman also. So उससे पहले एक और lady आई थी similar condition में. So a lot of things happen, and pata nahi what you saw and what you manifested. And then I think a couple of years down, my friend, she also conceived during the same time. So her baby and my baby is like a few days apart, although kuch saal ka farak hai. But both are January born. Both, conceived around the time of Vesak. So a lot of things, I think we see people and then we put that itch out, saying, what if this happens to me? And when it is with pure intention and you have the right karma to back it up, it materializes. So you know that, it's not that you don't have good karma. You can't do that, secret wala manifestation without entitlement. You can't. So, some of these people also say that your dreams, the dreams that are given to you, are also based on things that you can achieve. You will not get the dreams that you cannot achieve. So it's interesting, right? The kind of dreams I'm watching will, or I'm trying to see, will be very different from maybe my husband, maybe you, maybe my daughter also. Our dreams are very, very unique. So God has its own kind of way. But everything is, it's complicated actually. It's not that simple. It is complicated, and that complication has created all the wonder and all the excitement, and looking forward to it is because it is not easy to decode all of this. And when you decode it, you exit. So yeah, so that is ascension, that is awakening. So you start from one point and then you end on a point which is equally vague as the starting point. Right? So it's puri journey mein you are like, I want to know more, I want to know more. But when I got to know more, I'm thinking अब इस level पे तो, पर फिर इसके ऊपर वाले level पे क्या हो रहा होगा? Right? So when you start thinking, अच्छा मेरे चक्रास, मेरा ये okay, ये वैसा ऐसा वैसा, and okay, अब यहाँ खत्म हो गया. Now what is happening on the other planets? Now what is happening in Lord Buddha's life? वो जो 8 minute में आए थे, उसके बाद वो गए कहाँ? वो भी तो कहीं होंगे. Right? And now you start reading about that and maybe understanding about that, and then you get to know वो, and then the next thing, वो जहाँ से आए थे या वो जहाँ, उसके आगे क्या है? So for us, the more you know, the more zero you become. Like, अरे अच्छा इसके बाद क्या sketch. So it's like that, knowing, knowledge, everything is a spiral. So you go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, and there is no end. You're equally vague. You're equally unsure. You're equally, like, पता नहीं, इसके बाद क्या होगा पता नहीं. And that is all the excitement. So what I have also realized that, even the great beings that you see, they are also on that journey of knowing more about maybe the next realm, the next realm, the next realm. And it is so huge and so vast that even if you know all of that, you feel humble that मुझे अभी पूरा नहीं पता. I don't have the entire picture. And that is the beauty of, humility and not knowing. The knowing may not knowing. Okay. So I think that's a good session. And again, I feel 2024 is the year of spirituality, and सबके अंदर कुछ shift होगा. There will be a shift in all of us, and just keep doing the good that you want to do. Just planting the seed of goodness. कहीं भी कोई भी मिले जिसकी help कर सकते हो करो. किसी को guide कर सकते हो करो. Do all that you can. Earn a lot of money in 2024. Create more avenues for earning money because it's giving you an opportunity. Right? So do all of that. करके फिर छोड़ो. हर चीज अचीव करो और फिर कह दो हाँ इसमें मजा नहीं. Right? I think that is something that we have to learn. बिना कुछ चखे देखे don't believe that ये worth it नहीं होगा. So whether it's success, whether it's fame, whether it's money, whether it's your ideal weight, whether it's maybe anti-aging, whatever, your hair, your try everything, do everything, and then you say, yeah, there are more better things to do. So keep mastering yourself, keep becoming a better version of yourself, keep improvising, keep living your dreams, so that ultimately क्या dream आने वाले हैं. अभी like initial dreams दिए जा रहे हैं आपको. Please try this, please try this. They're like, okay, 1 fulfill, 2 fulfill, 3 fulfill. And then maybe once you are able to fulfill those smaller dreams, then God will give you some massive dream to think. जब हम कहते हैं ओ उन्होंने इतना बड़ा एम्पायर खड़ा कर लिया, ओ उन्होंने ये कर लिया, ओ उन्होंने वो कर लिया. Beautiful relationships, healthy, the way they look. So एक कोई चीज आप पकड़िए, and especially एक आप अपने आप को पकड़िए, you create a better version of yourself. And I think there is no better project than you yourself to master. So you master your own project. Yeah. Any questions? Otherwise, we'll move on.
No.
Great invocation. आ गया ना?
आ गया.
Okay. So let's just close our eyes. We will invoke to the Supreme God, all the great Buddhas, Bodhisattvas especially, Buddha Shakyamuni, Buddha Avalokiteshvara, Buddha Padmasambhava, all the holy gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, to our spiritual elders, our spirit guides, our guardian angels, to the beings of love, beings of light, beings of prosperity and success. We invoke for a divine love, we invoke for a divine light, divine power, divine healing energies, inner healing, physical healing, the blessings of mercy, the blessings of compassion, the blessings of accomplishment, achievements, the blessings of success in all areas of our life, for spiritual illumination, growth, and purpose. We thank you all for your priceless blessings in full faith. We thank you. With deep gratitude, tremendous respect, and lots of love. We thank you all in faith. Keep your eyes closed. Connect with your heart As you breathe in and breathe out, be aware of your breath, the rhythm of your breath. Slowly and gently, when you connect with your heart, just connect with your dreams. So set the intention that tonight when I dream, may I be guided to be able to see what is it that I need to achieve in this life in order to move higher in my path of spirituality. May the dreams that I dream today guide me for my next accomplishment and achievement. And I'm setting this intention out into the universe. So be it. Now be aware. Let us also invoke for the planet Saturn, the being of the planet Saturn. May this year 2024 be a breakthrough year in my life. May I get the strength to see the dream and also accomplish them. May I be supercharged with determination, with willpower, with purpose and direction. So be it. So be it, so it is. Put your hands in the blessing position. We will chant the great invocation. We will first chant the Vajra Guru mantra 11 times to anchor the energies and blessings for this great prayer. Om Ahom Vajra Guru Padme Siddhi Hum. 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 The great invocation from the point of light within the mind of God. Let light stream forth into the minds of every person, every being. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of every person, every being. Let love descend on earth. May the great teacher return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of every person, every being. The purpose which the holy masters know and serve. Let goodwill and the will to do good descend on earth. From the center, which we call the human race, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light, love, and power manifest and restore the divine plan on earth. We will chant Om Mani Padme Hum 3 times and anchor the energies of wish fulfillment on each and every person on this planet. May they be divinely blessed by their highest dreams coming into fruition. May they be able to work hard with constancy of aim and effort to fulfill their dreams. So, Om Mani Padme Om Mani Padme Om Mani Padme May all sentient beings in the higher world, middle worlds, and lower worlds be divinely blessed by the love, light, and power of God. May all people be healed. May all people be blessed at all levels. So be it, so be it, so it is. With the blessings of God, with the blessings of my teacher, all is possible. You can bless the people you love, the people who've helped you, with the blessings of wish fulfillment. So be it, so be it, so it is. Let us focus the energies, excess energies at the base of our feet. May these energies go deep, deep down into the Mother Earth. May Mother Earth be healed. May Mother Earth be regenerated, revitalized. Blessings be to our Mother Earth. So be it, so be it, so it is. May Mother Earth be blessed with good air, good water, good earth. So be it. To the Supreme God, we thank you. To all the great, great ones, we thank you. To all the holy Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, we thank you all for your priceless blessings. In full faith, we thank you with deep gratitude, immense respect, and lots of love. We thank you all in full faith. So be it. You can open your eyes with a big, broad smile. Okay? Any question?
No, thank you so much for the wonderful session.
Chalo.